Staff Sergeant Laura Gonzalez. I'm from the Emergency Management Section at the 501st Combat Support Wing, RAF Alconbury. As many of you may know or have heard of the drastic devastation that has happened in Texas due to the hurricanes, we notice and realize how unprepared people actually are. Although here in Alconbury we don't have to worry about hurricanes as much, but we do have to worry about storms, strong winds, and heat waves. Today we're here at Sergeant Thomason's house to check out how prepared he is, or isn't.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Hey, I'm Sergeant Thomason.
Sergeant Gonzalez.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, so this is my house. I hope it is prepared.
We'll find out.
All right, so this is my house. Thanks for coming over here and doing this. I feel like my house, or I feel like I'm pretty prepared as a home renter, but I'm always willing to learn some more, and I don't know, maybe you'll find some things that I hadn't thought of.
Absolutely, let's get started.
All right, so this is my living room in here. This is the first room. So this is somewhere that is a pretty big room, you know, that I feel like we could all hang out in the event of a disaster.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to necessarily go for the biggest room, you want to go for the safest room. The first thing that pops up to me are these big, beautiful windows. Although they are gorgeous, it's something you want to stay away from, especially with the high winds. Glass can get broken, debris could fly in. So the most important thing is to keep your family safe, even if it's in an uncomfortable spot. So we'll definitely keep that in mind and see what room is the best for you and your family.
Okay, all right, cool, thank you.
Hey, what's this room?
Oh, okay, so this is actually just our downstairs bathroom right here.
Centermost part of the house, no windows.
Yeah, it is right in the middle.
And you said how many people are in your family?
Okay, so I have myself, my wife, and we have a little boy.
Okay. Although it's a little small and compact, and you might be a little crunched, it's probably the safest room, honestly. It's the centermost part of the house, no windows around, and like I said, it's just for the time being of the hazard to pass through. So this will be the most ideal place as of right now, but we'll keep looking.
Oh, okay, all right. So what I should be looking for as well is just somewhere that's centralized and, you know, doesn't have any windows and stuff, basically.
Absolutely.
So this is my kitchen, which, as you can see, at least it doesn't have as much glass in it, so that's good, I guess.
That's also a good thing. And you did just mention you have a family. How are you prepared to protect your family and your home?
Well, we have insurance, you know.
Do you know what type of insurance? Do you know what it covers?
I do. So we have renter's insurance from USAA, I think.
Okay.
But as far as coverage, I'm pretty sure we have disaster coverage, but I guess I couldn't tell you 100% right now, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's definitely something we should all look into, see what hazards are around, what we need to be aware of, and see what we need to be covered for. So you don't want to be paying for stuff that you don't need, or, you know, realize that you don't have coverage on things you do need.
Okay. And so something else that I was thinking about was like, how would I get alerted, actually? Because as you can see, I don't have like a radio or anything.
Yeah, that's something that you want to make sure you have in your kit as well. But notifications and alerts is something very important. You don't want to just depend on Facebook. There's apps you can download for weather warnings. The Met Office is a great way to get those notifications here in England.
Okay. And then, you know, I do know one thing that I have for a kit. I have a plastic bin.
Plastic bin.
Yes.
Do you know what is in the bin?
Let's go find out.
Let's find out.
We finally made it into my garage. We cut out like, what would you say, 5 to 10 minutes of trying to get in here with those keys. But anyways, I do feel like I have a lot of the elements that are needed for an emergency kit. They're just kind of separate. So I have this toolbox up here, and it has like screwdrivers and a wrench and pliers and stuff like that, which I understand are useful for like utilities type stuff.
Yeah, we can go through that later.
Okay.
Let's see what's in this wonderful bin.
Yeah. So my understanding is that it's a good idea to have everything in your kit in a bin, you know, that keeps it safe from like water damage and stuff like that. So I have a bin, and the bin is full of Christmas supplies.
All right. Well, that's okay. We can take it in to the kitchen and see what you have in it, see what other items you have throughout your house, and see what's missing.
Okay. I've gone all around the house. I've found what I think are mostly all of the stuff that I have for an emergency kit. It's looking a little slender right now, but also I cleared this bin out of all the Christmas supplies, and while I was doing that, We found the fourth member of the family, our dog.
Alright, so let's take a look at what you got so far. You got some duct tape, which is good to have, some plastic sheeting, a couple of tools to shut off utilities if you need to do so.
Okay.
You have a flashlight that doesn't work. So do you have batteries by any chance?
I do, actually. So my batteries are over here.
So it looks like you had a lot of the essential things you needed, but they were scattered all over your house. So
Yeah.
we'll make sure we'll get them in the bin. Something you want to make sure you do have is food for yourself and also for your pet for at least 72 hours, and also a change of clothes is probably a good idea.
Well, I know for the same deal, we have food for our dog here and ourselves, but a lot of our food actually is perishable. We don't have very much canned food.
Yeah, you want to have canned food, non-perishable items, water, a can opener, something that you want to keep in mind as well. So we learned quite a bit today. We learned how prepared Sergeant Thomason actually really was and where to improve on. To recap and learn more, visit ready.gov for more information and also to follow along for the weekly themes for National Preparedness Month. Be informed and be prepared. Take care.